Super Little Girl, The Secret of the Enchanted Forest. 1. The Mystery of the Glowing Trees. One evening, while walking through the park, Super Little Girl noticed something strange. The trees along the edge of the park were softly glowing as night fell. At first, it seemed magical and beautiful, but as Lila got closer, she realized that the trees weren't just glowing. They were also losing their leaves at an alarming rate. Curious and concerned, she decided to investigate. When she touched one of the glowing trees, a spark of light jumped from the leaves, and a small fairy-like creature appeared. The creature warned her that something dark was affecting the nearby enchanted forest, endangering all the magical beings that lived there. 2. The entrance to the enchanted forest. Super Little Girl followed the tiny creature to the entrance of the enchanted forest, a place that had always been hidden from human eyes. Upon arrival, she found an arch made of intertwined branches that emitted a golden glow. As she stepped through the arch, the world around her changed. Enormous trees with golden leaves, glowing flowers, and magical creatures like fairies, elves, and enchanted animals lived in harmony. But despite its beauty, the forest felt uneasy. The glow of the plants was fading, and a dense fog covered part of the forest. The small creature, who introduced itself as Lumi, explained that an ancient dark magic was invading the heart of the forest, and they needed her help. 3. The journey to the heart of the forest. Guided by Lumi, Super Little Girl ventured deeper into the forest, facing new challenges with each step. As they advanced, the darkness grew thicker, and the air felt heavier. The creatures that usually protected the forest had been weakened by the dark magic. Super Little Girl used her strength and bravery to overcome obstacles, like broken bridges and fallen trees. At one point, she had to rescue a group of fairies trapped in a cursed swamp being consumed by the darkness. Each step brought her closer to the heart of the forest, where the source of the dark magic awaited. 4. The true threat. Upon reaching the center of the forest, Super Little Girl discovered that the cause of the destruction was an ancient magical artifact, accidentally activated by a mischievous elf named Zurk. The artifact, known as the Sphere of Night, was absorbing the forest's light and life, leaving it in a state of perpetual twilight. Zurk hadn't meant any harm, but his curiosity had unleashed a force he couldn't control. When Super Little Girl tried to approach the sphere to deactivate it, she realized the dark magic had spread too far, and she would need more than just her strength to stop it. 5. The Light of Hope. With Lumi and the other forest creatures' help, Super Little Girl came up with a plan to restore balance. They gathered all the magical creatures that still held some light within them, and together, they channeled their energy toward the Sphere of Night. Using her own powers and the support of the creatures, Super Little Girl managed to release the light trapped inside the sphere. A brilliant explosion of light washed over the forest, clearing away the dark mist and restoring the life and glow to the trees and plants. Zurk, feeling guilty, promised to take better care of the forest and never tamper with dangerous magic again. The enchanted forest flourished once more, and Super Little Girl was honored as the protector of the magical beings. She knew that, while the darkness had been defeated this time, she would always be ready to protect the world's light.